The moment you step onto a plane, it feels like the start of an adventure. You find your seat, put your bag away, and think, all right, I'm ready for this. But here's the truth. Even the most frequent flyers make small mistakes that can secretly make their trips less comfortable, less efficient, and sometimes even less safe. Flight attendants see these things every day, and while they can't always tell you directly, they wish passengers knew the little habits that make flying so much smoother. In this list, I'm counting down 11 flight secrets, from number 11 all the way to the one that matters most. Miss even one of these, and you could be in for a flight you wish would end faster. So buckle up. And before we start, hit that subscribe button so you never miss my best travel hacks. Trust me, by the end of this list, you'll be in 1% of the passengers everyone hopes to sit next to. 11. Forgetting to drink enough water. Flying at high altitudes dries you out faster than you think. The air inside the cabin has less humidity than the Sahara Desert, which means your body loses water with every breath. Many passengers rely on the small cups of water served by the crew, but that's nowhere near enough to keep you hydrated on a long flight. Dehydration can cause headaches, fatigue, and even worsen jet lag. Flight attendants often say the most refreshed passengers are the ones who bring their own water bottles and refill them before boarding. If you think sipping coffee, tea, or alcohol will help, think again. They actually make dehydration worse. The trick is simple. Drink a full glass before boarding, take regular sips during the flight, and avoid waiting until you feel thirsty. Your skin will look better, your energy will stay higher, and you'll arrive feeling ready instead of drained. Remember, a hydrated traveler is a happy traveler, and trust me, your body will thank you once you step off that plane. 10. Wearing uncomfortable clothes. You might want to look stylish for your trip, but fashion shouldn't come at the cost of comfort on a plane. Tight jeans, stiff jackets, or high heels might seem fine at the airport, but after hours of sitting in cramped conditions, they can feel unbearable. Poor circulation is already a risk when flying, and wearing clothes that restrict movement only makes it worse. Many experienced travelers choose soft, breathable fabrics and shoes they can easily slip off. Layers are key. Planes can switch from warm to freezing in minutes. Flight attendants notice that passengers who dress for comfort move around more easily, rest better, and even handle turbulence with less stress. The smartest flyers are those who balance looking good with feeling good, opting for neat but loose-fitting outfits and avoiding anything that digs in or pinches. Think of your plane outfit as gear for a long journey, not a quick coffee run. Comfort isn't just about how you feel during the flight, it's about arriving fresh and ready to go instead of sore and miserable.
Number 9. Ignoring the boarding process. Boarding a plane might feel like a rush to grab your seat, but the process is designed to keep things moving smoothly if everyone follows it. When passengers ignore the boarding groups and crowd the gate early, it slows everything down and makes tempers flare. Flight attendants notice these bottlenecks instantly, and they know delays can add up fast. The key is to board when your group is called, keep your carry-on organized so you can stow it quickly, and step into your row without blocking the aisle. Standing in the wrong spot or stopping to dig through your bag in the middle of the aisle can cause frustration for everyone behind you. The best travelers make boarding feel seamless by being ready, aware, and respectful of others' time. If you want to be the kind of passenger crews love, follow the system. It's not just about order, it's about getting everyone in their seat and off the ground on time. A smooth boarding means you're in the air faster and on your way to your destination without unnecessary stress. Number 8. Not moving during the flight. Many passengers stay glued to their seat for hours, especially on long flights. But sitting still for too long can cause stiff muscles, back pain, and even more serious problems like deep vein thrombosis, DVT. Flight attendants quietly keep an eye out for passengers who don't move because they know how important circulation is at 30,000 feet. Even small movements help, stretching your legs, rolling your ankles, or walking to the restroom once in a while. You don't need to turn the aisle into your personal gym, but standing up every couple of hours makes a huge difference. Not only will you feel more comfortable, but you'll also arrive without that heavy, sluggish feeling that comes from hours of being still. Experienced travelers often choose aisle seats for this reason. It makes moving around easier without disturbing others. The truth is, flying is an endurance event for your body. Treat it that way and give yourself breaks to move, stretch, and breathe. Your body will reward you when you land feeling lighter, looser, and ready to start your trip. Number 7, forgetting to adjust your watch or phone. Jet lag isn't just about changing time zones, it's about how your brain handles that change. One of the easiest tricks to help adjust is setting your watch or phone to your destination's time as soon as you board. It's a mental shift that starts preparing your body before you even land. Many passengers skip this and end up feeling more out of sync than necessary. Flight attendants often use this trick themselves, especially on international routes. Once you see the new time, you can decide whether to nap, eat, or stay awake to better match your destination's rhythm. This small step can reduce that groggy, "what time is it?" confusion that hits hard after long flights. Combine this with staying hydrated and moving during the flight, and you'll find jet lag becomes much easier to manage. It might sound too simple to work, but seasoned travelers swear by it. Your phone can show you the time in 2 places at once, home and destination, but your focus should be on where you're going, not where you came from.
6. Packing forbidden items in carry-on. Some travelers accidentally pack things in their carry-on that aren't allowed. Large batteries, certain sprays, sharp tools, or liquids over the limit. Security might miss them, but if the crew discovers them later, it can cause delays or even require removing your bag from the plane. That's not just embarrassing, it's a safety risk. Flight attendants appreciate passengers who take the time to check the airline's rules before traveling. It takes only a couple of minutes to review the prohibited items list online, and it can save you from awkward situations, frustrated passengers, and possible fines. If you're unsure about something, pack it in checked luggage or leave it at home. The best flyers pack smart, keeping essentials within reach and dangerous or restricted items out of their carry-on entirely. Being prepared makes you look like a pro traveler and keeps the cruise job easier. The more we all follow the rules, the smoother and safer the journey is for everyone on board. 5. Taking over someone else's seat space. Plane seats are small, but that doesn't give anyone the right to spill into their neighbor's space. Spreading your knees too far, hogging both armrests without sharing, or letting your bag take over the foot area can make the person next to you miserable. Flight attendants hate having to mediate these situations. They'd much rather focus on making the flight pleasant for everyone. Respecting boundaries is simple. Keep your belongings within your space, share the armrest fairly, and keep your body in your own seat. If you need more room, choose an aisle seat or pay for extra space in advance. Remember, you're not just buying a seat, you're sharing a small environment with strangers for hours. A little courtesy goes a long way, and it can even make you a friend by the time you land instead of an enemy. Travel is stressful enough without seat space wars, so do your part to make sure everyone stays comfortable from takeoff to landing. 4. Bringing strong-smelling food on board. What smells great in your kitchen can quickly turn into a nightmare in an airplane cabin. On planes, the air is recycled, which means the smell of your spicy noodles, fried fish, or egg sandwich will spread to every corner, and it won't go away until landing. Some passengers even feel nauseous from strong food smells, especially during turbulence. While the crew can't force you to put it away, they definitely notice, and so do the people sitting nearby. If you want a snack mid-flight, go for mild-smelling foods like fruit, crackers, granola bars, or plain sandwiches. Not only will your seatmates appreciate it, but you'll also avoid being that passenger everyone remembers for the wrong reason. The golden rule of airplane food: if it can stink up a room at home, it's 10 times worse on a plane. Choose snacks that travel as quietly as possible. Your fellow travelers and the crew will silently thank you. 3. Standing up as soon as the plane lands. The wheels touch the runway, and, like clockwork, some passengers leap out of their seats, pulling bags from the overhead bins, even though the doors won't open for several minutes. It's not only pointless, but also unsafe. The plane could stop suddenly, or the aisle could get blocked, slowing everyone down. Flight attendants much prefer when passengers stay seated until the seatbelt sign turns off. Waiting your turn keeps the aisle clear,
prevents accidents, and makes the deplaning process smoother for everyone. Standing early doesn't get you off the plane faster. It just creates unnecessary stress. The truth is, you'll reach the baggage claim at the exact same time whether you stand early or not. So sit back, take a breath, and wait for your row to be called. It's a calmer, safer way to end your flight. 2. Ignoring safety instructions. Many travelers think they've heard the safety briefing enough times to skip it, choosing to scroll their phone or chat instead. But safety instructions can change depending on the aircraft type, route, or specific weather conditions. Flight attendants notice when people ignore them, and while they won't embarrass you, it's both disrespectful and risky. The briefing lasts less than 2 minutes and could save your life in an emergency. Even frequent flyers might not know where the nearest exit is or how the oxygen masks work on a particular plane. Paying attention is a small habit that signals respect for the crew and awareness of your surroundings. It's one of those things you hope you'll never need, but if you do, you'll be glad you listened. 1. Leaving your seat area a mess. When you get off a flight, the crew often has under 30 minutes to prepare for the next group of passengers. Leaving your seat covered in crumbs, wrappers, tissues, and spills makes their job harder and delays the next departure. It also creates a bad experience for the next person sitting in your seat. The best travelers hand their trash to the crew during garbage collection rounds or take it with them when they leave. A tidy seat area isn't just about cleanliness, it's about showing respect for the people who keep your journey running smoothly. Plus, no one wants to be remembered as the passenger who left a disaster behind. Think of it this way: if you wouldn't leave your living room like that, don't leave your seat like that either. Flying is easier when everyone does their part. Travel smart, be kind, and you'll make the skies better for yourself, the crew, and everyone around you. Click any of these videos and I'll see you in a moment. The best flights start with the best passengers, so be one of them.